Hello, welcome. Hitmontone here again with another episode on around my learning of the Pokemon card world. Now, this episode is pretty much going to be a bit of an overview for the newbies, as there are a lot of questions around the cards, what we're looking for, and what means what. So I was asked by a friend of mine quite a random amount of questions around rarity, different sets, and the different type of cards that you can get. So I thought I'd run a bit of a run through how this works, and then you guys can make a decision on your own cards. So without further ado, let's get into it. So here we go. We've got the cards that I've got set out here. There are, in effect, lots of different types of cards. So from the non-rarest to the rarest, I'm going to give you an overview of what this looks like. So, for example, we have here an energy card. Now, these energy cards help in battle and provide you with your Pokemon with energy to battle with. Now, there are lots of different energy cards across different packs. So, for example, the one that I'm showing you here is from the base set from 1999. Now, this is a double colourless energy, which is for the normal type Pokemon, and you do have lots of different types. So you can see here we've got the double colourless, as I mentioned. We've also got here as well, and if you can see, we've got the fighting, we've got fire, we've got grass, electric, and if just flick across, we've also got psychic, and we have water as well. So there's lots of different types of energy cards. As you work your way through those packs, again, you'll get to something called a trainer card, which is here. So you have lots of different types of trainers. Now, again, these help with battles. Obviously, if you're a card collector, obviously these you'll find, as from my previous videos, you'll see that trainer cards tend to be common. Now, there's some of the newer ones. The ones that, again, that I opened up recently, these ones are a little bit more uncommon, but in the older 1999 base sets, you'll find that they're either rare, uncommon, and common. We'll get to the different types of sets, and we'll get to the what we're looking for as we get through to the Pokemon ones. Now, we can see here we've got a fan favourite. We have a Pikachu card, and what you're looking for to deem whether it's rare, whether it's uncommon, or whether it's common, is down here at the bottom right hand side. You can see here that this one for the Pikachu, this is a circle, so that is an uncommon card. Now, I'll go through the different types. This one, again, is base. All of these cards that I'm looking at the moment are all base, but this is pretty much a standard uncommon card. You probably receive, back when you were back in 1999, probably received lots of these types of cards that are uncommon. As you work your way up, we then have an uncommon card. So this is an Arcanine. You see down here, not sure if you can see that too well, but that is a diamond shape. So that one is an uncommon card. And you can see, just by looking at the card, you can see the lots of different types go through the energy. As I was saying, you see here we've got fire energy, we have double colourless, and it gives you a bit of a weakness as well. So that as you're running through the battle, you can see what the weaknesses are, you can see the HP, and you can see the type that Pokemon is. And then as you work your way through, you then have your rare cards. Now, there's two different types of rares, bear in mind. There's this one here, Electabuzz, which is a non-holographic rare. You can see down the bottom right-hand side here, you have the star. Now, that star deems this to be a rare card. And again, if you were back in 1999, these would be few and far between, and you'd probably only get one of these per pack. Now, you basically battle between a non-holographic rare and a holographic rare, and those you'll get one of these two types of cards in a pack. I'm going to work my way up now into the most expensive card that I've ever bought, and I appreciate that it's probably not in the best of conditions, but this is a holographic rare. Now, you see down, again, nothing different down the bottom right hand side, it still has the star. Now, the only difference is the picture is holographic. Now, I'm not too sure if you can see that, but there we have it, the holographic rares. Now, that's the base set. Now, I'm going to go through the cards that I showed you on my last video, which is the Sword and Shield Rebel pack, the Rebel Clash. I'm just going to show you a couple of these. So you can see they're slightly different to the old school base ones from 99. You see, first of all, I'm not sure if you can see this, down this bottom left-hand side now, we have the whether it's a rare or it's a non-rare. So that's awesome. And then we've also got down this left-hand side, as you can see, and if we just compare this to another card, you don't really have down down in the corners, you don't see any kind of I'm just having a look for, there isn't any sort of denominator to say what type this is. Now that's because that's base. That was the first ever types of cards. You see here, this symbol here in the bottom left-hand corner, that gives it the Rebel Clash symbol. Now each pack of cards, or each booster pack and each edition will all have a different symbol down this bottom left-hand side. So you need to be clear and concise when you're buying your cards, because if you're looking for a particular type of pack, you need to make sure that you buy that type of pack, okay? So the difference, again, between the Rebel Clash, the Sword and Shield Rebel Clash, should I say, and the Sword and Shield is this this bit here. Now, again, I'm just going to give you another one just to compare between the two. So you can see here, the Galarian Berserker. This is the normal Sword and Shield base pack. You can see here we've got a two-winged symbol down this bottom left hand side. Again, all the information is across this left hand side as well. The star, you can see that it's holographic, so you know that that's a holo rare. And again, for this one, oops, again, not throwing all my cards around, which is good. And you can see that this one is a slightly, Seismitoad is a slightly different symbol, so you know that these are two different pack types. Okay, and again, they're different to the base pack ones that we've got here. So I'm just going to have a little fudge around. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this episode. However, there are a couple of other things that I wanted to mention. We do have different types of 1999 cards. We've got this one here, which is the Fossil pack. And again, I'm just going to show you the Shelder here. Again, this bottom left-hand side, there's nothing, because the older cards had them down this bottom right-hand side. We can see here, 54 out of 62, circle, so that is a common card. But you can see that here, on this right-hand side, next to the picture, you can see that that is the denominator for these older cards. So as we run through these, we've got a Golbat here, there's the Fossil sign. We've got a Trainer, which is down this bottom right-hand side. And as we work through these Fossil cards, you can see the Fossil symbol. Now I'm just going to have a look at some others. We've got different ones here. We've got another. we have a Nidorino with this like DNA sign here, which is a different type altogether. We then have some other 1999 cards. We have a Drowsy here with a Team Rocket sign here on the right hand side. Now these are the Team Rocket packs that we had back in 1999, which again I have lots of. So you just need to be careful when you're running through your packs that you know which one you want. Now again, these are one of the newer ones. This is the 2015. I'm not 100% sure what that is, so please don't ask. But it's down towards the right hand side this time. So make sure you keep looking on the left hand side and on the right hand side, and maybe even next to the picture here, if it's an older pack. So just bear in mind that that's what you're looking out for. Okay. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an overview of the cards, where to look, what the denominators are, and whether it's a rare or whether it's a common. Now there is a lot more to the battles of these cards, as you can probably imagine. There's a hell of a lot more to learn. Now please bear in mind that I'm just going to give you snippets as and when I learn them. That bit there was already known information from way back, and of course the questions that I was being asked, I just assume that everybody knows. So again, another video for you. Again, like, subscribe, and obviously look out for the rest of my videos. This time, Pikachu says bye and Deadpool says bye. And obviously Pichu says bye as normal. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe.